Tinney from Mini Bull Design, and today I'm out in the front yard. The sun is just starting to come out now. It's been overcast and rainy all day long, and it's pretty near time for the sun to go down, and it's starting to come out. Perfect. So, today I had, I think just 3 orders today. Went out this morning. It was warm enough, didn't have to start a fire in the stove. I think that's the first time in a long time since I haven't had to start a fire, but it was probably 60 degrees in the factory, cool beans. And I went out and got all the stuff for the orders. Had to make some lids, and I cut the blanks for the lids, the square blanks. I haven't cut them out into the round yet, but I'm all set up. I did just one I ran out and had to have one more, so I did just one, but I'm all set up. And tomorrow I'm going to make a whole bunch of 12 centimeter lids, which brings up an interesting story. I had someone email me and tell me that they were relatively certain that a Walmart was not going to sell the Imusa 12 centimeter pots anymore. You know, I didn't know that. I don't get my pots from Walmart. I get them right from the Imusa factory where they make them. So it doesn't affect me, but it may increase my 12 centimeter pot sales if people can't buy them at Walmart anymore. And I think all my competition is buying theirs at Walmart, so that pretty much takes care of that. And believe me, buying from manufacturer, I won't say that it's difficult, but to be perfectly honest with you, I hired a man to do it for me. I pay him every time he orders for me. He goes to them and goes through the process, and believe me, it's fairly lengthy. You don't just call in an order and give me a credit card number. It takes him sometimes an entire day of going back and forth on the telephone to get an order straightened around and get it shipped to him. I know that sounds bizarre, but it's true. So, let's go out in the factory and see what I'm up to out there. Now, I have people asking me for Cab 8 stoves, and the answer to that is, if you want a Cab 8, I can only make them when I have the cans, and I only get a chance, the cans only come in just so fast, so once every couple of weeks I go up and pick up what I can get for cans. So next time I go up, in the next week or so, then there'll be Cab 8s in the store. Because once I get the cans, I'll make them and list them. But until then, I don't have any cans. So, I can't make them. Plain and simple. Now, somebody left a comment on my last video saying that I need to spice up my videos. Well, I'll just be honest about it. I thought I was doing pretty good. I've introduced a new remote and 2 or 3 new stoves. I've baked, I've cooked pancakes, I've made soup. You know, I've done a lot of things on my videos, more than I usually do. So I guess my point here is, this is about as spicy as it's going to get. You got to realize I'm 62 years old with a bad knee, and I live back in the Maine woods. So what I call spicy and what somebody living in Central California calls spicy is probably 2 different things. I think probably the best way to understand the environment I live in would be to watch the program. I don't know whether it's nationwide. I don't watch it on Dish, but sometimes the girls will. I have Dish, and I'm not even sure what channel it's on, but it's called Dickering, and it's about Uncle Henry's, which is a Dickering book that comes every Thursday, and everybody puts their ads in there, and people look at them and then go for yard sales. They have something, they want to sell a boat or a car or a coffee pot or something, and people go and dicker, and it leads to all kinds of things. It's kind of a lifestyle up here for a lot of people. I think the show is just called Dickering. But anyway, if you watch that, I watched it one night, and it was all the towns right around me, Dexter, Sangerville, all the towns right around me where people were on the show, and it showed what they were doing and how they were making a living. You watch that, you watch that once, and then you'll understand my lifestyle, where I live. I don't do that, but I do go to a lot of yard sales. Today I was at 2 yard sales, and at one of them I bought a antique Singer sewing machine. Not one of the treadles, but one of the older ones that's electrified. Take a quick look at that. Yeah, I think now we have either 4 or 5 of them. Beth has a compact in her room that is basically, it's kind of noisy and is worn out, getting pretty old. And the one I bought today, she cleaned all up, and I oiled it all up and got it going, straightened everything out on it. Got some parts off one of the other machines to replace everything, put a new bulb in it, and got it going for her. And she stole one of the tops off one cabinet, off of an old one to put on it. And on that same old cabinet, I stole the front door off of it and put it on one of Sue's sewing machines. So we're stealing parts all the time to keep 2 good sewing machines going. And they're the old electrified, about 1930, 1940 Singer sewing machines. Very, very simple machine. But that's what the girls want to sew on. They just really enjoy sewing on an antique. So I picked one up today for $20. And I looked it over quite a while, and I was completely amazed. There was nothing missing on it. Everything was there, and everything worked, which is really, really uncommon. And the cabinet wasn't even delaminated, which is really uncommon. It was sitting outside in the rain with no cover over it, and it wouldn't have been too long before it would have been ruined. So I paid the $20, and we loaded it in the truck. I brought it home and went right through it, oiled everything, and got it working real good. Basically saved its life because it wouldn't have lasted long where it was. And I do things like that. Then we went to a couple of junk shops, and the ironing board that Sue found the other day on the metal pile, like a 1930s ironing board, all metal framework that unfolds, has a place for the iron to go. That ended up downtown on consignment at the Traditions, which is an antique shop down there. That's in there being sold, and just found that on the metal pile at the warehouse. Cool beans. Still waiting for the parts for my clock, my big 37-inch clock. So you can see a lot of my life is about dickering and buying and fixing and rejuvenating and using stuff, old stuff, mostly old stuff. That's where a lot of our fun comes from. It's where we spend a lot of our time at yard sales. Now tomorrow, up in Silver's Mills Road, I'm not even sure what town it is, maybe in Guilford, I'm not sure. But anyway, there's a yard sale there where the entire town has a yard sale. It's like a 6-mile long yard sale. Start tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And we'll be up there and probably spend a good part of the day just going to yard sales. Probably we'll go to 50 yard sales. Cool beans. So anyway, that's about as spicy as my videos get. That's basically, all you're seeing on my video is my life. Nothing more, nothing less. If I invent a stove, it'll be on the video. If I buy a sewing machine or a clock, it'll be on the video. And, don't expect a lot more because that's, I ride my bike some. It's bothering my knee, but on sunny days I'm riding less, and slowly the knee's getting better. And last time I rode, I didn't have much pain at all. And next time we get a sunny day, I'll go again and then wait a couple of days. And when you're 62 years old, things don't heal up like they do when you're 21. So it's taken me a long time to get this knee back into shape. I'm into this like 6 months of goofing around, but I didn't have to have surgery on it, and I don't limp anymore. I can walk on it with no pain. As far as backpacking goes, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see this summer how that works out. Robert has quit his job and is going to take a long hiatus, so I expect I'm going to end up on at least some backpacking trips before I get done here. So, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike. Take a friend. Enjoy the great outdoors. And more important than anything, try to have some fun today and try to have a really great day. Bye-bye.